Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be working on the spring journal. And I thought I'd start by just showing you how far I've got with this little piece that we made the other week. I just thought I'd start by saying, even though there's not been much of a gap since my last video, I actually haven't been in my craft room for about 10 days, at least 10 days. The last video I made was the music journal video, but that was a week ahead. I was actually working quite hard to get myself ahead, so I had a few videos in hand in case anything happened and I couldn't do any videos. What I didn't expect was that pretty much the day after I finished filming ahead, I actually had a big flare up with my shoulder. Not the one that's been operated on, the one that hasn't been and probably needs to be now. So I had quite a bad flare-up, so all of last week I was out of action. But luckily, because I'd been filming ahead, you didn't notice. But yeah, so it's been the first time I've been in here for a while. My shoulder's a lot better. I think it's okay, but I'm going to take it easy and not overdo it today and see how we go. So what I wanted to do was work on this little booklet thingy that we made. You know, the out of the one piece of scrapbook paper. That I made instead of doing Roxy's Weekly Challenge the week before last, I believe. I've lost track of time now. And I think the last thing you saw me do was glue this pocket together. And I didn't even realise until I was editing that that's what I'd done. So I managed to get my little craft knife in, prise it apart. It got a little bit torn, so what have I done here? So I lined it. So if I take this card out, this is a bit of a tight fit. I have filled all the pockets, which I will show you. So that's what I've got in this one. It's what I tend to do is all my Stamperia scraps, all the paper bags, because they'll go together. I put all my scraps in this little bag. So I've just been delving in this bag for scraps and tags and journal cards and things, and I pop them all in there. So this was, I don't know which kit this is from even, but I thought it was a nice little piece, and it was quite narrow, because the pocket isn't as good as it should have been, because as I said, I glued the top as well as the sides. So it's a little bit narrow, but then I got another piece of Stamperia, because it had all, the inside of the pocket had got torn, so I've lined just the top half so you can't see it. And then I've put some washi tape around the sides to repair this corner, which got a bit torn as well. So yeah, it was a bit of a mess, but hopefully I've rescued it. And I've managed to, I had to cut this card down. It was a journal card, but it was a really funny shape. It was actually, literally was a weird shape like that, and I had to cut it down. But it now goes in this pocket, and it's a nice piece of, you can journal on both sides. So it's quite a nice little card for journaling on. So yeah, it's a bit tight fit, as I said. Not always easy to get it in and out. And also it's a little bit on the, Stamperia paper is not hugely thick. So when you've got a big pocket, it can be tricky to get it in. So it's now got stuck. Of course it has. I had to work at it. Last time I shouldn't have taken it out, really, should I? But never mind. Let's see if I can get it in. Yeah. So I've got it in that far. I'll play with it a bit later and get it in a bit further. So this is the front. And I'm going to do a little decorating on this today. And then I added this, I had a circle piece, again in my scraps, and I cut it down to make this little tuck spot, and I've just tucked in this little tag, and the back is just plain like that, so it's fine for writing on. I haven't really backed many of these. I mean, I think I've backed one. And then in this pocket here it's kind of a hidden pocket. There's a journal card. So this may well be from the same paper pad as the main booklet, because I think this is from House of Roses, and I believe that is as well. Then this pocket here, this is a scrap. I cut it down to size, and I backed it because it was patterned on the other side, and I thought that went quite well with certainly with this piece here. So I thought that would go quite nicely in here as a journal card. So that's gone in there. I haven't put any tabs or anything on the journal cards. I've just left them just as they are. Just rounded the corners and inked them. So then that goes over to this side. We've got two little tags in this corner pocket, and obviously we have got this journal card, which is fighting me at the moment, but that's where that goes. It did go in, and it will go in. And then you turn it over, and we'd have another little corner pocket and another journal card. This one is a journal card, and it wasn't too wide. Some of the journal cards come up quite big, so they wouldn't fit. So that goes like that, and then we go back round to the front. So yeah, so that's like that. And I quite like this back, Time Brings Roses, I like that. So this is definitely something I shan't want to glue in a book. I want to pop it in one of the pockets, or maybe a front or back pocket, because it's a little bit dimensional once you put all the cards in. Right, so I just wanted to do a little bit of decorating on here and finish it off. So I pulled in my laces, and I've also got this little bag of flowers that I ordered from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, because some of the flowers are the perfect colour to go on here. And there's some white ones as well. So I thought maybe I'd use 2 or 3 of these, because they're rather gorgeous. Maybe a green one would be nice. But we have to take out these middles, because it sticks right up there. And I have managed it on another one, so I'm hoping I can do it. That's what Tina always takes out, these middles. Oh yeah, they're not too hard to do at all. That's good. That's good. So I'll take that one out. And just sort of slide the back off. I mean, these top middles are pretty horrible. They don't do anything for the flowers, which are very pretty. That's that one. And then just the last one. Just trying to pick out the colours that are on the paper. I don't know whether I'll mix and match. Probably not. Let's just get that off. There's always going to be one that fights you, isn't there? Always. It's the law. Never goes easy. Right, there we go. So, there are 3 layers to each of these flowers. That's quite handy. So, I mean, you don't even have to use them all. I could just use 2. Keep some for another time. Or mix them up a bit. I don't know. So I want to just turn them a little so that they're not, so they're off-centre to each other. What do you call it? I'll just turn them a little bit so they look like a complete flower, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe I'll keep the pink one as 3, just to make it fuller. And then what I could do, probably the obvious thing to do would be to put brads in the middle, wouldn't it? Or glue them and put a little button in the middle. I will have a look at my brads. How many? I want a biggish brad, don't I? Right, I have my box of larger brads here. Let's see if I've got anything that will go colour-wise. I have some pinks, but I don't know if the pinks are the right pink. That might go. Oh, that might be quite nice to have that in the middle of the white one. Yeah. Okay, so that works quite nicely. Just turn those petals around again. That's it, just to fill in the gaps. What else do we have? I have green. I'm going to put the green one in, maybe the light green in the middle of the dark green. I've got this green, which is actually a good colour, but it's too big. I'm trying to find a good colour for the pink one. I think I might put this green brad in the green flower, I think. Just got to see if I can find a nice one to go in the middle of the... Or maybe I'll find a button to go in the middle of the other flower, the pink flower. Don't even know if this would be too much to have 3 flowers on there. And I was going to put a little bit of lace behind it, and I may be overdoing it now. Don't know. Maybe the lace isn't necessary with the flowers. But I did want a little trim down this edge. Now I did have a look and have a see what sort of thing I had. Sorry, I in a little box. I had a nice little narrow trim. I get the feeling it was a gifted one, but I can't remember where from or where it came from. Might have been from Tiana, or might have been from Rhonda, or it might have been from somewhere else. I'm sorry, ladies. I can't always remember where everything comes from. Just thought that would be quite nice along that edge. Okay, so I should turn it the other way, but I just want to get the length. Okay, let's get my scissors. Just need to find a little button for my pink flower. Just try and decide if a pink brad would look better. Just try it. Pink brad works really well. Maybe that's the thing to do. Keep it simple. Let's not faff around. I have too many other things to do. I want to get working on the journal itself as well while I'm here. Just trying to decide how best to gather these together, make a nice little arrangement. Because if I make it too bulky, it's not going to go in a pocket, is it? No, it's not. Not sure I'm going to let that stop me though. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue along this edge. There we are. Like that. I was going to put a bit of lace here, but I don't think I need it. I'll be overkill, and I can't really do it. I don't really want to do it around the spine because I like that just as it is. So I'm going to content myself with this bit of trim along the edge. There. Now what we're going to do here, I can't have it going over the side because I won't be able to open it. That one, and that one, and this one kind of on top. I still feel it needs a little something underneath. What can I put underneath? Yep, I can't help myself, it just needs a little something. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to take a piece of this. Just cut it down a little. Put that there. And then you've got that hanging down underneath. I like that better. Okay, so I'll just put a little bit of this. Right, so that's just the front. Love that. Let me just put something, just wondering what I could put on the front, some sort of little label. Don't know what I have. I would go. Got any of these? These are all my Tina labels. Disappears a little bit, didn't it? Thinking about a Roxy Creations label, but I'm not sure where they are. I know I popped them in the back of something, and I thought it might have been that one, but not that one. No, maybe I didn't put them in one of these at all. The other place that they might be. Whoops! Is this big book? Just pop these back. Okay, I did have some in here. Yes, these are big ones. Have I got some smaller ones? That one go. It's got a lot of yellow in it. Look at this one. Yes, like that. None on here. Nope, too much blue. Any others? Is that any better? Let's see. It's hard to see with that in front of me. That one? Or that one? That one. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'll just pop that up there. So yes, it has been not the best week last week. I didn't really didn't do anything very much. I just had to sit and rest my shoulder and couldn't do anything. Couldn't go to Pilates, couldn't go to my craft club, couldn't make my videos. So yeah, I mean, I was all right. I wasn't miserable. I knew it would pass if I just gave it time. I was wondering at one point if it was going to. But there was a highlight to our week. My oldest daughter, Jenny, she's the mother of Alyssa. She and her partner, Gary, got engaged, which was a lovely surprise. At least it was for me. Apparently it wasn't for my other daughter. She was in on it. But and it was a surprise for Jenny as well. He just, yeah, had it all planned for some time, I think. He got a ring custom made and told her they were going to one place and to meet friends, and turned out they were not going anywhere to meet friends. They were going somewhere on their own. And yeah, went down on one knee and popped the question. Oh, so lovely and romantic. Oh, this thing is driving me nuts. Okay. I'm not going to keep on trying to do that. It's just getting bent now. Okay, so yeah, so we had some lovely news last week. That was very exciting. I'm just wondering, I don't think this needs any embellishment on here. But I do think this needs a little bit of something. Just there. Wondering if just a little flower. I've got, how many have I got here? 2. Whether to put that. How would that look on there? I need some, maybe another little bit of that lace. I think it definitely needs some lace, but I'm not sure which one. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? That's pretty. I'll put that there. I'll have it right along and then I'll just trim it. I'm going to trim this edge a little bit anyway, just so it's not so wide. There. Does that look odd? No, I think it looks right. I'm just going to pop this on and then see what else I can put on just to decorate it up a little bit. There we are. It just covers up that awkward bit down here. Now I could add a little bit of this pink lace. I've got very pale pink lace, which might be quite nice to kind of finish that off. Don't know, it's too pale, not enough contrast, is there? Might put a bit of that up here actually. I might do that. Oop. Leaking glue, can't have that. Behave. Alright, so I'll put that up there. Got this down here. Now I need a little something here, but what? I think I need a little something pink, possibly. A little pink would be better. See what I've got here. I love these flowers. I wasn't sure how I'd get on taking these middles out because you know me, with my hands, they don't work terribly well for things like this. Anything that's fiddly and I'm not getting on very well, but these are so easy. I mean, I've seen Tina do them and I think, oh well, her hands are a lot stronger than mine, she can probably do it, but I really wasn't at all sure if I'd be able to. But much easier than I thought to do that. That's really nice. So how about, maybe if I put the green at the back, how would that look with the bit of green poking out? It almost looks like a little bit of leaves, some leaves, doesn't it? If I glue that down, then I might just put something really flat in the middle rather than a brad, which is a bit bulky. I might just do that. One layer at a time. I'll glue the back layer down. Then we do the white layer. That's it, line it up. Okay, you need to stick down a little bit. I'm going to put the big one on. Kind of there. Yep. Ooh, which way around I want it. I'm gluing this side, I think. Right, so I've just grabbed one of my little flat back pearls. These are all glued down. I wanted to glue them quite flat because obviously they're inside the booklet, so I didn't want them to be flopping about too much. I may have been a little bit overzealous, but I think we're right. And then I'll just put a little tiny blob of glue in the middle. This is just about big enough, but the next size up just looked too bulky, too big. Okay. Glue. Let's see if I can pop this in the right way up. There we are. Go. Right, so that's that, and I'm just going to glue this little bit of lace down across the top here, then I think we'll call that done and move on. It's going to be a little bit of a bitty video today because I've got a few little things I want to do before I tackle the sewing in of the signatures, but I'm going to be working on the signatures today, at least that's the plan. As far as I have a plan. Oops, don't know what that is. What's that doing on there? Oh, it's just a mark. So I hope you're all able to enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. We are finally feeling that spring stroke summer might be on the way. Yesterday I went to visit a friend. A friend of long standing. We've been friends for about over 20 years. We used to work together, and she retired first, even though she's younger than me. But she married the boss. I mean, that was by the by. She was already married to him for a while, and then she decided to retire, and then I retired a couple of years, 2 or 3 years after she did. But we've stayed friends, and she's been here once, but I hadn't seen. We both moved within about 2 weeks of each other, and so I went to see their new place. It was really nice. It was a beautiful day, and it was the first time I was able to wear my summer dress. A summer dress. I have quite a few. I've been dying to wear them. I bought new ones this year, and yeah, it's just not been nice enough to wear them, so it was lovely just to come out in a summer dress, with my hat on and my sunglasses. Yeah, it was great. Had a lovely day. And that was the first day I thought my shoulder was back to itself. Right, okay, so there we are. I think we're done with this, apart from getting this back in, which I'll work on it. I think once it's in, I'll never take it out again. So yeah, I'm pleased with how that's turned out. I think it looks really pretty on the front. The only thing I need to do now is a little closure. I've got this piece of pink ribbon. I think it's about the right length. It was just the piece I had. It's probably too long actually. And I'm not going to glue it on because then we'll be covering things up. But I thought it would be quite nice just to hold everything together. Okay, there we are. Then I'll just trim that a bit. Yeah. There we are. A little ephemera booklet to go in our spring journal. And talking of spring journal, I just thought I'd show you what I did off camera. So unfortunately this has got a little bit of ink on it by the looks of it, but I've got this seam binding which I thought was the perfect colour for my closure, so we're going to be doing that. I'm hoping when it's tied that little bit of brown ink, I must have dangled it in my vintage photo when I wasn't looking. but that will, hopefully that will hold that all together nicely. And it's the perfect colour, of course. Love this colour. I can't believe how much stuff I've got in this colour. And then I did add this extra piece of fabric down the middle because I just felt it needed it to break up the busyness of this. So when the signature's going in, these will just stick out. I might just put a little bit of trim down the edges just to tidy that up as well. But before we do the sewing in, I do want to, let's see, I haven't put them, handy, have I? No. And have another look at the signatures and see if there's any work needing doing on them. And I have got one or two things I want to add. So this is probably take up the rest of this video, just deciding what we're going to do with these signatures. Right, let's just get some of these things out of the way. Right, so I have my 3 signatures, what do we say, March, April and May. And I thought maybe they could do with a few more bits in them. So I pulled out some envelopes as a starting point, and I thought we can put at least one into the signatures, into each signature. I've got a few here, and I thought it might also be possible to do some flip outs with envelopes or something like that. So I've got this bright green one, just got a bit bent. I wonder if I did have some more, maybe I'll see if I can find one that's not so bent. I have got an avocado dyed one, which I thought would go quite nicely in here. I've got this cream one, which I've already trimmed the flap, which I'm not sure how well that'll work unless I use that as a flip out. And I found this envelope. Now you can see the pattern inside through it, but I will decorate that, I think. But I thought that would be quite an interesting shape. Kind of sticks out a long way, doesn't it? I might have to cut that down a bit. But I thought rather than having them that way on, like the others are kind of like that, I thought this one might be interesting to have it longer and narrower. So I could put this one in, and I'll probably have to trim it, otherwise it will stick too far out of the journal. So let's see where we can put something, where it looks like they might need something. Yeah, something could go in here. Something decorative, because it's a little bit, can you see this? I really need to organise myself a little bit, don't I? Put those to one side. It's a matter of practice, not that I'm very well organised when I'm on a roll. And I was doing so well. I did 2 videos in one day, and that was a mistake. I realise now I mustn't do that. I was having a lovely day. It was a sunny day. Richard was in the garden enjoying himself, and I just stayed up in my craft room and made 2 videos. And the next day everything went horribly wrong. So that was a mistake, and I should have known better than to do it. But you know, when you're going and you're enjoying yourself and you know everything's flowing, you just want to keep going. I'm starting to rhyme now. Okay, so I could put that in there. I can decorate that, and then this side it would be, oh no, it's covering up too much there, isn't it? I wonder if that's, well, I could cut that down. But it'd be a very short tuck spot then, wouldn't it? Unless I move it, I could move it up a bit so we don't lose the little bird. Could put it like that. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. Put that up there. Yep, so I think I'll do that. And we'll play with that a bit. I just wanted to figure them out. And what should we put in April? Well, we've got some avocado dyed paper there. So maybe this would be a good place for the bright green. Oh, it's about the right height too. I want to see if I've got one that's less bent. Right, so we'll try this. It's got a nice big flap, so that'll be quite good for maybe a tuck spot the other side. And we can decorate this all. Because it is a little bit plain here, isn't it? And then the other side is there. That's quite nice, I like that. Okay, so that's that one. And then we've got May. So where can we put... So I think we'll go with the avocado dyed one for May. What about here? Actually, maybe I should be doing it the other way. Go like that. Yeah. Now the other idea I had, and I don't know if I'm going to use these to decorate the envelopes, I might, or as extra flip outs or something, but I thought I might try and see if I've got any of my jelly prints that would work in this journal, because we spent all that time making jelly prints, didn't we? And I really want to try and use them, but obviously a lot of the colours won't really work in here, so I'll just take this out for a moment. Put that to one side. It's just, I need to put the lid on my ink, otherwise I'm going to get brown on things that I don't want to be brown, like I've already done. Okay, so this is where I keep my jelly prints. These are all the bits I've got ready to use next time, if I do any more. So I just thought I'd have a look through and see if any of the colours would work for spring. So we'll just take this pile out and go through it, and then we'll have a look at the other pile. So no, that's a maybe. Well, I've got that, and there is quite a lot of lilac in the May signature, so maybe I can use a bit of that. That's too much. Hang on, I've got me maybes. I've got me no's. That's going to be a no. That's another maybe. Is that going to work? Maybe. Well, we'll see. No. No. Possible. Green. It's quite a bright green. Yeah, that's a possible. And the butterflies. Yeah, maybe. Nope. Oh, I seem to have done it on both sides on this one. What on earth was I thinking? Nope. Nope. Possible. Nope. 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 And nope. Okay, so we'll put those away. I'll have a look at the other pile. Can't believe how much I made. I think I only made 2 videos, but it seems to have created quite a lot of prints. So no, no, no. I'm sorry. Can you see that? I'll put my possible pile to one side, and then we can have a look at those again. See where you are. I just got to push my chair in because it's falling off now. Right, so some of these I think would work for autumn. Some of these. No. Love this, but no. Nope. These look like more the ones I did with the Roxy's Weekly Challenge with the stamps. Well, wrong colour, but I really love it. I wonder, a bit of green. Maybe I'll go with that. Nope. Nope. Too leery. Too leery. Nope, too orange. Ooh, yes, I think that might go in. Yeah, I'll put that to one side. Nope. Nope. I mean, I think some of these we could still add some stamping or something to them to kind of finish them off, but I think I can put these to one side now. I don't know, I've got quite a few pulled out, but I really don't know if they'll go in, if they'll work. Okay. Let's put this away again. Right, so I have my little pile of potential, and I might just collage with them. That might be the way to go, or collage perhaps on one of the envelopes. So let's go back to March, have a look what we might do, see if there's anything we can do with this envelope. Well, I think the first thing we're going to have to do is cut it down. Then we know what we're playing with then, don't we? So if I just mark it there. So I think this video is going to be about a bit of preparation, and maybe the next video we'll actually get on with decorating these envelopes and getting them ready to go in. So this isn't going to be the fastest journal. It's going to take a little while to get it done, because I've had a bit of a warning that I mustn't overdo it, so it might take me a little while. So yeah, we've got an opening at the side here, and it's a case of whether I keep that as an opening. I'm just a bit concerned that if things fall out, you know, that they can fall out rather easily if they're in there, whereas if I cut it across the top and seal that, that might be better. I don't know yet. So that's that. And I'm looking at this, needless to say, it's catching my eye, this, but I really quite like it on here. So let's just get rid of the white bits around the edge. What have I done with my ruler? We could. Put that there. And have something else here. I think I'm just going to I really like that. I'm going to cut that down, but obviously it's not going to cover the whole envelope. So I'm going to just trim it down a little. I need to find something to go with it. And the other thing I want to do, I think, is just tear this, give it a slightly less uniform edge, and then we'll pop something under it. Don't think I want to put in unless I do a little bit of book page that's been painted, that might work. Okay, I've got some book pages here. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I've got a whole bunch of painted ones that I've just painted, just with a brush, just to get some colour on. I want a bit of a contrast, and these are all quite bright, so I don't know if I've got any paler ones. I've got this, might be okay. I was thinking of a very pale pink, but I don't know if I've even got one. Paler, but I don't know if it's going to work. I've got all these bits where I've been painting, and this like background papers, pink off ones. Quite interesting. I've got any that's a colour that would work. I've got all sorts of weird stuff in here. Look at that. I don't know. Probably a bit too much paint now. Oh, and I did do my swatches. Is that going to be... I think it needs to be more of a contrast. Would ordinary book page work? I'm just finding everything now. Paint swatches. I don't know what colours I did, but I thought we'd have a look, see if I've got any little swatches that might work on here. I do have, this is rather sweet. Got this little pink one. That might be quite nice. Or a book page one. I've got a few to choose from. So it might be the simplest thing to put a little bit of book page in the background, just as a sort of neutral. Cover up this bit of white, and then put my little... What side is it meant to be on? That side. Put my little swatch there. The other thing I'm thinking, and I thought a little bit of the digital might be quite nice in the background, something quite a bit muted. If I've got anything that I haven't already used. So that might be quite a nice little piece. Alright, let's just trying everything. Where's my... I seem to spend half my life going, where's my, don't I? Ruler. I'm looking for my ruler. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. Let's just try it. It's almost so pale it will hardly work. I don't know. Put that there. So it just takes off the whiteness of the envelope. And that can go there. Maybe that could go there, like that. Yeah, I think I might do that. And that might have to be it for today. I don't feel I've got very far, but I can't go do too much today. Otherwise you might not see me for another week or so. I'm just going to, maybe I'll put the glue on here. Put the glue on the envelope. glue all over the back as well. Don't know how I managed that. I've got that. And then we put this on here. Hang on, that was meant to be that way. What was I doing? Oh, I've got it the wrong way round. I have my envelope the wrong way round. That was meant to go like that, wasn't it? And I should have put that down there. That's a blow. Let's see if I can... Where's the opening? There it is. What an idiot. Well, there we go. Just goes to show that's what happens when you're not firing on all cylinders. So I need to find another piece. Let's see. Oh dear. Never mind. So maybe I'll have that. How will that look? Will I be able to cover that up? No. No, I'll do the other side. Yep. I'd say it's because I'm out of practice, but you know as well as I do, I make these kind of mistakes all the time. Makes no odds whether I've made umpteen videos in the last week or none at all. I still do things wrong, but never mind. It's okay. We can always cover it up. So I've just got an extra layer that I didn't need. Right, now where was that piece? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? There it is. And put it there. No, I don't want that showing. So, oh I know. Put it there. So I'll basically get the same piece in this bit of branch in the same spot that I thought it was in. Okay. It's okay. Now, of course, this piece is all dried now, or almost. Actually, it's not bad. Maybe I'll put a bit of extra glue on the envelope. Just make sure. Okay, let's see how this looks now. Can pretty much go right to the top. with this one now, can't I? And it'll be a little bit, and there's no white showing at the bottom. There we are. I seem to end up with glue everywhere. Everywhere. Right, this is as far as we're going to get today, I'm afraid, guys. But a small amount of progress has been made. That's all I can say. So we are now, have got this the right way round. We have our opening here, but I may well, or I might leave it there because it's quite a big opening. I might just glue this together and leave that as a place to put stuff because it's quite a nice big aperture there. And then we just pop that there, shall we? Shall I just do that now? Yes, let's just do that now. And then it's done. Well, there may be other things to be added, but that little bit I wanted to do today will be done. And then we'll look at the other envelopes and the jelly prints and see if I can use any more. Might need a little trim at the top there. Take it right to the top. Yep. So yeah, I'll just trim that off. Up there. Yeah, so we've still got this bit to do and the flap to do, loads to do still. So goodness knows when we'll actually get to sew these signatures in. But I'm in no rush. And if you want to come along with me for the journey of the spring journal, which will probably end up being finished in autumn, please join me for the next one. So I'm going to pop that in. I've got papers everywhere now and I've lost my signature. What did I do with it? There goes April. I think it's got buried. Too many lots of paper. Right. So for the moment we have a lovely bright envelope. I might still put that down there, all the right way up, or like that. I might do that. I haven't quite decided, so we'll do that, something like that next time. But yeah, it's nice to be able to use the jelly prints. It's quite bright, but that's okay. I haven't got a problem with that. We need a bit of bright in these in the spring journal, don't we? It's a lovely bright time of year. So, sorry, I'm in a bit of a mess as usual. So thank you for joining me for today's video. Didn't get very far, but we'll keep making progress and I'll keep working on it, and we'll come back to this next week. Bye for now.